Hey, how's everybody doing? Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're working. I don't think it starts. See?
That's a different bit.
Oh, hey. I'm going to pull up my phone real quick so I can. Hey, Top Gun. Oh, I'm so glad you came, sweetheart. How are you? Hey. Oh, there's Zach. Can everybody hear me? So
Yeah, it's working.
perfect. This is the very first time that we're streaming on Facebook and whatever the one is that's connected to Twitch. Don't laugh at me.
Periscope.
Periscope.
That's Twitter, not Twitch.
Twitch. And then of course, yeah, all over the dang place. Okay. So you guys, thank you for joining me. Zach, I'm super excited you're here. And Top Gun, thank you so much for being here. Eric, Eric's pulling shenanigans. Yes. Because that's what I do when they're streaming on Twitch, which they're going to be doing tonight. So hopefully Sean will come in at the end of Supernatural and tell you guys what he's going to be doing tonight. But fill me in, let me know how everybody's doing. First of all, if you didn't know, I'm just going to go ahead and say this for anybody that might be watching later or coming in, whatever, right now. Okay, so let me tell you. So on YouTube, I started doing recaps of Supernatural for season 15, and I have loved Supernatural ever since it very first started. I've been obsessed with it, absolutely obsessed with Supernatural. It's been a bumpy road, but this is the final season, and right now I cover Supernatural from the very beginning. Like I call it Supernatural Rewind. If you guys want to join me on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. So tomorrow morning at 10, we're going to go back in time. And right now we're on season 4. So if you want to go back to the beginning, and then everybody that joins me for that, we're going to watch season everything all the way up to season 15. So we're going to keep going all the way back. So we're going to take that journey backwards. But since this week is when Supernatural finishes, finito, makes me want to cry, I wanted to go ahead and recap 5 episodes that are happening prior or just happened prior to the one that is happening this Thursday. So I really want you guys to join me, and then Thursday night we'll go live. So I'm going to be here at 7 p.m. every day leading up to the series, I should say. I can't even comprehend it because I can't even say it. The series finale that's going to be happening this Thursday. So we'll watch an episode at 7, and then we'll watch the final episode at 8 on Thursday, November 19th. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Oh, I bet. So Top Gun's from DC. So I'm sure everything's crazy in DC right now because I know they had that march. So I'm sure that was really fascinating. This is the time of being alive where things are just going down in history books now. I don't know if it's the most exciting time to be alive because of all the craziness that has happened in 2020, but it's definitely interesting to say the least. But anyways, that's my story about Supernatural. If you guys want to join me, if you've already watched Supernatural and you're like, yeah, I don't need to go back, that's fine. But definitely join me if you can here in the end, because I want to share it with people that also love Supernatural. I loved it so much at one point, I literally went to their conventions. I've been to about 3 different conventions. If you guys have any questions about that or any questions about the characters, I didn't have long, deep conversations with them, but I was able to meet Bobby, Castiel, Sam, and Dean, which is really exciting. It was amazing. So if you have any questions for me on that, definitely don't hesitate to ask. So hopefully everyone's having a good night. So I'm going to recap really quickly episode 14 of this season and episode 15, just to get us on the same page for this episode. So the episode that we're going to be watching tonight is season 15, episode 16. Okay? So that is not on Netflix yet. So whatever outlet you stream TV series on, that's what you're going to need to start doing right now, and go ahead and get that episode ready to go. So then what I'm going to do is I'll give you a countdown, and then we'll play. We're going to watch it together. which is what's going to make it fun. Unfortunately, I can't put it here for everyone to see because of copyright reasons and all that good stuff and demonetization and all that jazz. Okay, let's see what Top Gun's saying. Usually she says really funny things. Okay, why can't Sam and Dean and Misha slay the demon in the White House? You're so bad. You're so bad, Top Gun. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. That's a hot topic. That is a hot topic, girl. Because it's both ways. People think that both ways, you know? It's cray-cray. But anyways, let me tell you briefly what happened on episode 14. This is when they came back from the nasty coronavirus. So we had like a huge break with all of our TV shows because our favorite TV shows weren't able to film. So they came back, and this episode was one of their goofy ones. They have goofy ones a lot. Anybody who watches Supernatural with me knows that those aren't my favorite. I just want to stick to the main storyline and like just go, because the storyline itself is so great. And that's what made me fall in love with my Supernatural boys from the beginning. Okay. But I will tell you this, they have their own hardcore bad guy. If you don't know who the hardcore bad guy is right now, you'll know tonight. Okay, so I'll be spilling all the beans. So Sam and Dean don't even have time for what's going on in the White House. Well, they have way bigger problems to deal with. Okay, that's my actual answer, Top Gun. I mean, bigger, like huge, big. I won't go with that joke. Sean and I were going to do a funny joke, but I can't do it here. Okay, so in that episode, Sam and Dean, you know, they live in that bunker for the Men of Letters. Well, there was this, you know, everything was falling apart, technological things inside the bunker that helped them solve all of their, you know, mysterious ghosts and lore and all that good stuff. It just wasn't working. You know, so they went down in the basement and they found this reset button, and Dean pushed the button, and lo and behold, this lady named Mrs. Butters popped out. She's like a crazy, weird nymph type of wood lady, and she's like a crazy Mary Poppins. Let's just put it that way. They have a crazy Mary Poppins on their hands. And let's see, Jack is back. So I love Jack. Jack is the most amazing character right now, next to our beloved Castiel. But Jack is the baby of Lucifer. Well, yeah, so that's that. And he lost his soul. He got his soul back. And little Miss Butters, while she's helping Sam and Dean make their life so easy, because that's what she did for the Men of Letters, her job was to make their life easy so that they could find all of the bad guys in the world, the demons that are turning everybody's life upside down. So she had all these, like a telescope and all these crazy things that they could see into other dimensions. And it was just easy. You know how it's so hard for Sam and Dean? Well, she made it easy. And then her weird Mary Poppins crap, she would like make them lunches every day. That's the cheesy part. And then they would have all these holidays. I think the only thing that I loved the most about this episode was that it was a good Dean episode. So all the things that you love about Dean that makes him funny and quirky and endearing, that's the episode. That's what makes it so great. But long story short, to sum it up, Mrs. Butters had a little brawl with Jack because she's supposed to protect the Men of Letters. And once she kind of found out who Jack was, she didn't really trust him anymore. So she was basically just trying to murder him, which Dean saved the day. And that is that. And she went back to her little woodland place and said weird little tidbits like, Sam, make sure you cut your hair, and Dean, make sure you brush your teeth, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I didn't love that episode. Did anybody see it? If you did, please let me know. Hey, Brenda! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you showed up. I think that's one of the things that makes going on these different platforms so exciting, because when you guys make comments on our videos, this gives me a chance to actually talk to you in person. You're so sweet to show up. We're watching Supernatural, and just so you know, it's a real weird twist on, how do you want to say, God and angels and all that stuff. So it is definitely pretend. It's like the grown-up version of Scooby-Doo, if you haven't seen it. Like this episode that I just told you about, the one from episode 14, the one with the nymph. It was totally Scooby-Doo. Even Dean was wearing, I think, a Scooby-Doo nightgown. So I feel like they got their inspiration off of that. Okay. I took a few notes just because I saw them when they aired, and so I was trying to remember all the details so I could tell you. So then the next episode 15, you guys, is called Gimme Shelter. That one was interesting. It wasn't as goofy. The only thing that was goofy, but is Corinne's type of goofy. Hey, Mary! We're talking about Supernatural. I'm sure you're shocked that I'm talking about Supernatural. You stopped watching at season 9. Of course you miss Sam and Dean. I know. The thing is a lot of people stopped watching like season 7, which is so sad because the storyline changed. The storyline changed a lot. Brenda, do you watch Supernatural? Basically what I'm doing, Mary, if you guys want to watch with me, you can. I'm going to give everybody commentaries. I'm going to try to talk as I watch. So if for some weird reason you can't stream it, I'll do everything I can. I've never seen this episode. I'm actually watching this with you guys legit. So I'll do everything I can to commentate as much as I can so that it makes sense to you if you're not physically watching it. I try to make it fun. Hey! If I cut a lock of my hair. Oh my gosh, I wish I was that brave. What, my Goldilocks? You want me to cut them off? Huh? You know, I can do funny things. I did want to get like I have this cool Supernatural beanie that I wanted to get. And it has little wings on it. And it's supposed to be like a Castiel type of hat. And it says, Demons Gonna Hate. Hate, hate. You know, that song by Taylor Swift. Which leads me to the funny part of this episode that I'm trying to tell you about. So, you know how Sam and Dean, whenever they're solving a case, they always use rocker names like Van Halen or Elliott, as in Joe Elliott, as their last names from Def Leppard. I made that one up, but hopefully Dean would use that at least one point in the seasons. I don't know if he did. Anyway, Castiel and Jack, of course, have to do it cheesy style, which I love, though. That part I love. So guess what their names were? Swift and Lovato. That was their special agent names. So I thought that was really funny. What? Do you have a foot fan? Like a person that has a foot fetish, Top Gun? Just like Enzo from Big Brother? You have a foot stalker? That's hilarious. Oh, that's okay, Brenda. Your messages that you always leave and the support that you give on my YouTube channel means so much to me. And Top Gun always follows me too. She's always so supportive. So much. Mary and Leo. I'm trying to think of who else. Was it Zach? He might not still be here. But you guys, thank you for joining in. I love it when new people come in that I have never met before.
Can I tell you something real quick?
Yes. Sean wants to ask me something.
Hi, guys. So the little emblems here tell you what social media platform they're on. And only the people on Twitch can see the other people on Twitch, but they cannot see the people on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh.
So if you're reading someone's comment,
say where they're from?
Yeah, you have to say so-and-so on Twitch, because the people on Facebook and YouTube can't see it.
Oh, see, I'm new to this. And Sean! Yay! Top Gun says, hey, Sean! Sounds good, Top Gun. So, I might be all over the place, but I really wanted to tell you what's going on in Supernatural so that when you're watching it with me or I start saying something, you're like, what are you talking about? But the episode that they had prior to this one was kind of like the Saw, but it was really messed up because when Castiel were being Swift and Lovato, they went to this community church and this preacher, is doing his thing. And then all of a sudden this kid, he's like walking down an alley and he hears his name. And then he gets killed. And then you find out the name was coming from, I thought it was like a Chucky doll, but it was a teddy bear. So you're thinking like, did he just get killed by this teddy bear? And then you see this girl and she's sitting in this room and here's where the Saw comes in. Like she's sitting in a chair. She's tied to this chair and they're like pulling off her fingernails. If she doesn't do this, then this will happen. How it is like in the Saw. But long story short, Castiel saves the day. But what turns out is that it's this preacher's daughter that's doing these Saw-like killings. And it was simply because she didn't like the way her dad turned to the church after her mother died or something like that. So what a spoiled brat, no? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, to say the least. But the most important part is Castiel had this little moment. They were doing a prayer. And this is really important because we're already getting towards the end here and things are going to be happening to our favorite characters, right? So Top Gun was saying Misha, Sam, and Dean. Misha is Castiel, the actor that plays Castiel. So those are our main characters that we love. And Jack. Jack is one of the most amazing additions, I feel like, to Supernatural. But I'm going to read you what Cass said because I think it's going to be important. And I also want to let you know that I don't know Castiel's fate at all. I don't know Sam's fate. I don't know Dean's fate. And I want to watch this with you so we can learn their fate together, good or bad. So in his prayer, Castiel said that he used to follow orders without question. Okay, so obviously when he was in heaven. And when all came crashing down, which is all the seasons since you met Castiel, he lost his purpose. But, okay, ready for this? I know they put this in here for a reason. They had to. But Castiel found his family, Sam and Dean, and then Jack. And if you're just tuning in, you know who Jack is. The most interesting thing about, so Castiel, he's an angel. He fell from heaven. And he dances to the beat of his own drum. He's so beloved and so endearing. Everyone's in love with Castiel. Everyone. And if you're not, what's wrong with you? No, just kidding. But Jack came in, and Jack is half human and half, he's like a superpower angel because his father is Lucifer. But he's good because he was raised by Sam and Dean and Castiel. And Castiel has basically taken Jack on as his son. So he was also saying he was able to be a father. So I feel like something is going to happen to my boy Cass because they're trying to pull on our heartstrings right now. You know, Castiel finally found his family. He feels like he's a father. Good things are, I just thought of something. Castiel, I think, remember, if any of you guys remember when he was in, I'm trying to remember what they call it. It's like the nothing. There's literally nothing. It's all black. Castiel went there this past season. And in order to get out, I think the rule was he's not allowed to be happy. Once he's happy, something terrible is going to happen to him. Oh, no. And Castiel was like, well, I'm never happy. Which, I mean, he's never happy. He always has the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I just knew the minute that he said that something's going to happen to make him happy. And I was trying to figure out what the frick that was. I should have known it was connected to Jack. So, oh my gosh, Brenda, literally. Okay, so hopefully you're still here. So Brenda is on YouTube. And so I also covered The Chosen, which is the exact opposite of Supernatural. Legit talking about Jesus and this beautiful TV series, The Chosen. Brenda, I can do this same thing with The Chosen if you want me to, which I think would be amazing to do that for season 2. But for the devotional, which I used to cover, you guys, I'm getting back to that too. I took a break from Supernatural. I took a break from The Chosen because I was covering Big Brother, and Big Brother is like this big thing. I mean, they have live feeds where you watch these people 24 hours a day. So there's a lot to cover because on the actual TV show, which airs 3 times a week, you also have the live feeds. Like you can literally watch these people all day long, 24/7 for a month. Like I think they're on for like 3 months, sometimes 4 maybe. I'm trying to remember. But I cover that, and it takes your whole life. It takes your whole life. Well worth it though. So I have my devotional ready to go, and the next topic is called reset. So I want to tell you that, which is crazy, that it's reset. Is that not crazy, Brenda? And even Top Gun, just talking about the president, because I think we're living in a world right now of the great reset. So I'm going to cover that soon this week. So let me tell you exactly what's happening. I'm going to be covering Supernatural all the way up to this Thursday. And then the next week, we're going to hit The Chosen. Okay, we're going to give The Chosen some love. So next week, I'm going to let you know that. There's one more thing I was going to say before we start this episode, okay? You're probably like, Corinna is talking my ear off. And Brenda, if you have any friends that love The Chosen, I would be honestly so grateful for reasons other than getting new subscribers. Like, I love The Chosen so much, and I feel like it brings people together. I feel like it's a really wonderful thing for us to have. right now in this world and what's happening to us, I feel like the director of The Chosen he just brings so much light to this world. And so if there's anyone of your friends that you think would enjoy listening or watching, it would mean a ton to me if you can send them over to our YouTube channel. And like I said, I'll start again with the devotional. And I'll even do chats. I can do chats if you want, where we can actually just talk about The Chosen until we get season 2 released to us. So give me your feedback on that. There's other people that used to love watching my Chosens, so hopefully they'll come back. My Chosens. The last thing I wanted to say about Supernatural. The last thing I wanted to say is, and this is actually really important. So in this past episode, Jack confessed to Castiel that in order to kill, I'm giving spoilers away, okay? Big spoilers. So if you don't want the most major spoiler ever, you cannot listen right now. So run away, little girl, run away. But come back. Don't be gone too long. So God is the bad guy in Supernatural right now. And he has a sister of the darkness. Her name is Amara. And basically Jack said that he has a bomb basically in him. And if he wants to save the world and blow up God and Amara, which is God's sister, they're twins, by the way, he's going to die. And he told Castiel not to say anything because he doesn't want Sam and Dean to know. And Castiel was not able to keep that secret. I don't think I would have been able to keep that secret either. I literally, it seemed like 5 minutes. And he went and he told Dean. So Dean knows, but Sam does not know. Okay, which is how it usually goes. Dean keeps a lot of secrets from Sam. Sam keeps a lot of secrets from Dean. Castiel spills the beans. The other thing that was important in this last episode is that Amara, the darkness, we found out that she was twins. Her and God were twins. And then when they were separated, I believe at birth maybe, hopefully I remember that correctly, that created the Big Bang. So that's the supernatural story. That's how everything came about, was because of that. Okay. So this is a real twisted storyline. It's the CW. It reminds me of, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and TV shows that we all used to watch, in the 90s. Yeah. That's that. I tried to sum it up for you guys. If I missed anything and you know about it, tell me. If you're ready to get started or you want to keep hanging with me, that's great. Like I said, I'll try to commentate as it goes. I think this episode's going to be good. They do this. They give you these quirky episodes and then they jump into the main story. And I was kind of reading the synopsis, so I kind of knew the basis of the storyline, and it is jumping into the main storyline. I think you guys are going to love it. You're going to get your Sammy, you're going to get your Deanie, and you're going to get some hardcore back in time information. So if you have a way to find Supernatural, mine is on Spectrum. So this is a streaming way to do it. Wherever you stream, pull up season 15, episode 16. Let's see what Brenda's saying. You have been staying on top of season 2. It hasn't been released yet, right? But I know that they're posting a lot of stuff, letting us know how everything's going and all that good stuff, right, Brenda? So Brenda's talking about The Chosen, which is what I also cover. If you guys are like, what is she talking about? If you download the Chosen app, you'll be able to watch that show for free. Season 1 is amazing. There's only 8 episodes. I also do a commentary of it, like a recap on my YouTube channel. They're already pre-recorded. I did them almost a year ago. So if you guys want to watch it, then you can go back to my YouTube channel and watch my commentating on it and, talk to me about it. But like I said to Brenda, I think more than likely this is going to work because I can actually connect with you guys and I enjoy that so much. I know I like the live chat. I really do. Brenda's saying, that it sounds great having the live chat and she'll try again to keep people lined up. Well, that's sweet, Brenda. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, and then it spreads the word about The Chosen too. It connects that community, which I think is a beautiful community. it's spreading light and love, and that's what we want. That is what we need, and hope and all that good stuff, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get started with my Sam and Deanie. Brenda, have you ever seen Supernatural before? Have you ever watched that show or heard about it? I'm gonna give you guys a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what she says. It's really good. Okay, I'm just saying. If you want to go back and watch from the beginning, I do that on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. So I'm going to be back tomorrow talking about Supernatural, but we're going back in time. Oh, have you really? I just love the two brothers. The two brothers, Sam and Dean, and their relationship is just beautiful. I love it. I'm going to miss them. And the actors are good too. Okay, here we go, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So hopefully you're all ready to go. Let me put my headphones in. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Okay. And there's commercials. Oh, let me take this down. There's commercials too. I didn't know if I was going to start yelling. You know, you put headphones in, you start talking much louder than you need to because you can't hear yourself talk. Yeah. I'm afraid I just did that. Sorry. So one of the characters, here's the deal, Brenda, you're going to fall in love with Dean Winchester, Jack, and you're going to fall in love with Sam, and you're going to fall in love with Castiel. That's why when things end, it's not going to be pretty. Does anybody have any guesses as to how Supernatural is going to end? Like if you have any of your own philosophies, I'd like to know. They're quirky. Jack, Castiel, Dean, they're all very quirky and endearing and cute. Drool-worthy adorableness. I'd love to know who everybody's favorite character is on Supernatural so far. Did you? That's what we need. Because even if you can't contribute to The Chosen, so what Brenda's saying is she's shared The Chosen app with people as well, which is good. So if you do end up watching The Chosen on the app, share it with people because it helps them. Basically, it's funded literally by the fans. All of the production, taking care of all of the actors, everything. This is a fan-funded, am I right, Brenda? Show. And it's good. It's about Jesus. It's his life and the disciples that he met. And you get to know the disciples, so it's fun, you know. If you have a hard time understanding the Bible and you want something where you can just kind of understand these characters in a way that you can visualize and see, that's The Chosen. So this guy is going to a hotel. And he's checking in. And it seems a little, what do you want to call it, Norman Bates-ish to me? Kind of does. It's happening right now, yo. So I'm going to go to episode 16. I'll give you the timestamp if you're ready. But it can't be on Netflix because they only go to episode 13 there. I double-checked. Is it raining? It's hot here. Top Gun's saying it's raining there. This dude, he's going to his hotel room. It's 214 is the room. And his hand is shaking. He's trying to put the key in. He's like, so he's really scared to go in there. And then he's like giving himself a little pep talk and shiz. What do you think is going to happen, guys? I don't think anything good. Let's just put it that way. Oh, I love watching The Chosen too. I literally cannot, Brenda was telling me she loves it. And I'm really just like chomping at the bit to see season 2 because I know they're going to bring another disciple in for sure. You'll have to fill me in, Brenda, because I haven't had an opportunity to see all the new happenings. Usually I like to jump into their live streams, but I haven't been able to lately. I've been so busy. So I'm trying to regroup. Today's the beginning of regrouping on my other shows that I love so much. So this dude, his name's Travis. I'll call him Travis because that's his name. Yeah, Travis. He's in the hotel room. He finally got in there and he's drinking an entire bottle of vodka and again giving himself a pep talk. So what's going on? Oh, Destiny's Child was episode 13, Top Gun. It's 16. I'm trying to think what it's called. Let me look. Drag Me Away. That doesn't sound good, does it? Brenda, I love all your emojis. Oh, someone has arrived at the hotel. Oh, is it Norman Bates? Oh no, it's a little kid. Of course he has his head tilted like this, and he definitely looks like a ghost. But whenever someone's head's tilted like this, and they're like, you know things are going down. Okay? Did you get it? Yay! Tucker, I'm so excited to watch this with you. This little kid just scared the shnikes out of this Travis dude. And then I heard some gushy noises. They didn't show it, but I definitely heard some gushy noises. And that doesn't sound good. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. Top Gun, yeah, I'll give you the timestamp. You want it? I gave you the 411. Okay, here it is. 512. The boys are driving in baby. They're going somewhere, obviously. Did you get it? I'll give it to you again. 5:30. Apparently they know this Travis dude. They know Travis. They're saying he's an old friend and that they haven't seen him in 25 years. I don't know Travis. How come I don't know Travis? I've been in these guys' lives for 15 years and I don't know who Travis is. Do you, Sean? He doesn't know who Travis is either.
Who?
Travis.
Nope.
We know Sam and Dean for 15 years. I'm pissed that they hold back on me right now. Yeah, Sam's talking. They're in the car. They're in baby. Sam's being inquisitive. I'm pretty sure Dean's keeping secrets because he's got a big one. A bomb of a secret, but no pun intended. So there's this chick, Caitlin, that Travis, the guy that just, I'm assuming, died from the little baby ghost guy. Caitlin was texting him right before he died. And Dean just got a text while he was driving from Caitlin. So they know Travis and they know Caitlin. So who's Caitlin? I don't know her either. I'm offended. So Brenda's saying, so only 2 live streams. Dustin with 1 actor, an actress. Ooh, is there? Oh, so they've only had 2 live streams of The Chosen so far. And you can definitely follow them on YouTube. Oh, look at this. They're going back in time. Oh, look at Sam and Dean back in time. I love it when they go back in time. It's 1993. Young Sam and Dean. Top Gun, do you remember Dean's necklace? Do you know what he calls it? He's wearing it right now. Oh my gosh, look at these 2 boys. They did a good job picking Sam and Dean's. But anyways, the necklace is called a Samulet. Do you remember that? It's a Samulet because Sam gave it to him as a gift once. Maybe it was a Christmas gift. I'm trying to remember. So what do we all know about Sam? Sam is an intellectual. At least he was before he was saving people and hunting things. Ooh, where did they have their set for? So Brenda is saying that they had one on the set, a live stream on the set, The Chosen, and I think it's in Utah this year. Which I'm assuming is amazing. What do you think, Top Gun? Do you think it looks like Sam and Dean when they were kids? Are you convinced? I feel bad for them because John had to leave them alone so much when they were kids. Like, here they are in this hotel, the same hotel, by the way, that Travis was in. So we'll get to the bottom of this. But I love all their, remember how I told you, Top Gun, that they always have quirky hotel rooms? I love their quirky hotel rooms. That's been consistent ever since Supernatural started. And Brenda, it looks like the 70s. Sometimes it'll look like the 50s. It's like the coolest hotel rooms, in my opinion, like very vintage. They're so cool. I think to me that's classic Supernatural for me. Oh my God, look at Sam. So he has a backpack or a duffel bag, and it's showing you their life. So he's opening the duffel bag, and Sam has a college book, his dreams of the future, and then he's pulling out a knife, a jaggedy knife, to kill demons with, and a gun. And he's probably, how old do you think he is here, Top Gun? I'm going to guess he's like 12, maybe. That's sad. That's sad. Top Gun's actually a girl. But yeah, that's her name. Her, what do you call it? Her tag name? I don't know what you call it. Top Gun, is it called a tag? But anyways, look at this. Caitlin and Travis are at the hotel talking to Dean. Now they're all little kids. This is a flashback. This is interesting. I've never seen Sam and Dean have friends when they were kids. I've never seen that. So this is interesting. It's kind of making me think Goonies stuff here right now. Oh, wait, my cup? No, but I have yours. And the thing is, Aaron, the one that you made me, thanks for being here, by the way. It's in the wash and I hand wash it, okay? Because I'm not going to ruin that. But I drink out of it every single day. So if it makes you feel any better, it's in the wash right now because I was drinking it this morning. My coffee. Aw. Neat. That's so cool. I got like a little note there. It's from a tweet. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with a restream chat. I wonder how that happened. That's so exciting. It's the truth, I swear. I would take my camera, but you guys would be, I wouldn't be able to see my boyfriend, and then I'd cry. Okay. I'm telling you. Sam and Dean are now talking to adult Caitlin. So Travis definitely did die. A ghost killed him. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you that ghost was him as a kid. He was killed by himself as a kid. That cray-cray? What the hey? You're drinking mango juice? Okay, well, I'm actually drinking water, but it's infused water with cucumber and mint. And it's really good. I don't really like regular water. It's disgusting. I know, Betsy from YouTube. Hey, thanks for joining me, love. This is so exciting. All my friends from YouTube and from the Twitter, Periscope, and the Twitch are here. I think when I'm doing my TV show talks, instead of, I don't know why, it just seems so impersonal when I do these recaps. It's hard. I'm telling you about a TV show, but I don't get an interaction with the people that enjoy the show. So I'm going to try doing this with The Chosen as well. And we're finishing Supernatural. Sean washed it for me. Look. So my friend Erin, who's in the chat, she made this for me, you guys. So you have my boys. Oops, let's go this way. Castiel. The Impala. This one's neat because it's the mark of Cain. Wait. And then it says, carry on my wayward son. That's super important. And Castiel. Pulled Dean out of hell. And where's my main man, Bobby? There he is. And what does Bobby say? Idiots. I love it. It's my favorite. Here, I'll take a drink out of it, and then you'll get to see more Castiel. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so Travis. Okay, so here's, this is some crazy stuff. Okay, so they're doing a flashback now. When Sam and Dean were little, they were friends with this girl, Caitlin, and this little boy, Travis. They're siblings, I believe. And now they're flashing back. They're all in a hotel. These little kids are all in a hotel. And just don't forget that John Winchester is out hunting, saving people and hunting things. So he's leaving his boys in the hotel by themselves. So anyways, Travis, I think we might be on a commercial. I'm not sure. Yes. So now I can tell you. So Travis, they flash back. Let me regroup. They're going back and forth. So present time, Sam and Dean are sitting at a table with Caitlin. And Caitlin's talking about how Travis's life is just not the greatest, since things went down when they were kids, okay? And in the beginning of the episode, you saw Travis, the adult Travis, going into the hotel room. His hand was shaking. He went to sit down. He was clearly terrified. He drank like a whole bottle. It looked like a vodka. And then all of a sudden, this ghost of himself, when he was a little kid, comes in the room all creepy and then murders him. Okay, so Sam and Dean, what is their job? They are ghost hunters. Okay. And they've been ghost hunters since they were little kids because their daddy taught them so. And so they're trying to solve the crime. And then they go back to, we want to find out what's going on with Travis. Why did he die? What's the mystery? Let's figure this out. Like I said, this is a grown-up version of Scooby-Doo if you've never watched Supernatural. This episode, I can tell right now, is going to be one that I like. But you see Travis as a little boy at the hotel in the flashback, and he's going to get something from a vending machine, and this nasty hand creeps out from where it drops down and grabs his hand. She had some crazy rings on and stuff. She grabs his hand and scares the poo out of him. And then you see little boy Dean, who's not really a little boy. He looks like he might be like 14, and Caitlin come to his rescue. Okay, so I do like this so far. I love seeing them as little kids when they go back in time. I love stories like that. We're back now at the hotel. Again, Betsy, you guys, Brenda, and my chosen peeps. I'm really excited that you're here. Thank you so much. So, Erin, how's life? How's you doing? Caitlin's not a ghost yet, Top Gun. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. Isn't everyone future Dean's girlfriend? I don't think so. I think they're strictly friends this time. I'm not getting any flirty vibes from Dean for once. So that hand that grabbed Travis, do you guys have any guesses as to like what's going on? Like, is this a demon? Is this a witch? What is it? Is it just a ghost? I know it's not human, obviously. What human lives inside of a vending machine? And they've had nasty humans on here before that are worse than any ghost. Seriously. Did Sean throw a towel on the bird cage? Can you guys hear Squirrel? Squirrel's named after Dean. Squirrel is Dean's nickname that was given by Crawley. So I named my bird Squirrel. I have a moose. That's my moose. So I have I almost said Jared, Sam's nickname too.
Who else if I put a thing on the bird cage?
It was Brenda, my chosen friend. He hasn't. In fact, Squirrel doesn't like it. Squirrel doesn't like having his vision taken away. He freaks out. It's so weird. It's really weird. Oh, I'm just reading the chat. Oh, Aaron, you're so cute. Caitlin is the girl. Travis is the boy. No, Caitlin really is a childhood friend, and so is Travis. They're showing them as kids right now. It's so cute. It's so Goonies to me. The last episode reminded me of The Saw, and the one before that reminded me of a whacked out Mary Poppins. Just saying. Castiel, he disappears for a while, and then he comes back. So my guess is Castiel's not going to be in this episode, unfortunately. So Dean's asking if there's any missing or dead kids in town. This is something from their past, clearly. So Dean's saying that other thing, I killed it. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Dean, when they're kids, this same thing happened. Okay, where when that happened and Dean and Caitlin came to save him, I think he said he killed that thing inside of the vending machine. Sorry, trying to listen and talk at the same time. It's really hard. Oh my gosh. So they're all looking at a map and they're all like crime solving right now. Again, like the Goonies. That's what it makes me think of. They're using candy. They're using little chocolate, looks like Milk Duds, to find the locations and solve the crimes on the map. So when they find a location that makes sense to map it out, they're using the Milk Duds to solve the crime. It's so cute. Even, God bless you, Sean, even at kids, Sam and Dean are dogs. Even as kids. Isn't that cute, Moose? Oh, they even mentioned the Goonies. See? I could have written this show. It's Corinne all the way. It really is. Except for when it goes awry. This is not one of those episodes, so I can tell. I love it. Has anyone seen the Goonies? Please tell me you have. I really love the Goonies so much. I loved movies like that. Stand By Me. Do you guys remember Stand By Me? What's everybody's favorite 80s movie? Whoa. So we see Dean as a kid. He's on the hunt. He's going by himself. He's taking all the responsibility, as he always does, to find this monster or ghost, whatever, as a kid. And so Caitlin is trying to help as a kid. And Dean's trying to avoid her because he probably doesn't want her to get in danger. But anyway, what's funny is right when she approached him, she scared him. And so he turned and put a gun on her like that. I mean, his reflexes, even as a 15, 14-year-old, is on point. You can tell John has been working with Dean since he was a little guy, which I know he has. Because I'm one of those fans that have the John Winchester journal. It's really good. It tells you all the lore. And it's fascinating because you know that on Supernatural they have to study all this lore in order to create their storyline. And it's just really fascinating. What game are they playing? Some fabulous 90s game that we used to play when we were a kid. Okay, Top Gun. Timestamp is 21:20. Mermaids, like the movie Mermaids. Ooh, you're talking about the movies. I love Molly Ringwald. Lost Boys is amazing. Breakfast Club is amazing. Anything that John Hughes created is, of course, beloved. Right, guys? But I do remember Mermaids with Cher. I think when didn't she only serve her kids hors d'oeuvres? That's the only thing I remember about that movie. I was like, who serves their kids just hors d'oeuvres to eat for dinner? That's not a very good mom. Yeah, that was Sean, I think, sneezing. But if it's not Sean pulling shenanigans, Brenda was asking what was that noise. I think that's what you mean, Brenda. But if it's not Sean, it's definitely one of my dogs, right? Enzo in particular. Enzo's so ornery.
Excuse me.
I told him to start sneezing loud because when he sneezes, when I first met him, something happened. I'll tell you in a second. But when I first met Sean, when he would sneeze like a girl. He'd be like, achoo! Like that. And I don't sneeze like that. I guess I sneeze like a boy. I let it all. I'm like, my sneezes are loud. So I told him, just let it go. Let it go. And now he sneezes really loud, which I'm very proud of him because he should not be sneezing like a girl ever. You're behind? No problem, Top Gun. We're at 22:50 if you want to jump in. So Sam and Travis as kids are alone in the hotel and some supernatural stuff is happening. I think they're playing like a Scrabble-ish game. I've played this game before. And it starts shaking. And then it just busts out. And all the letters go everywhere. And then it's a witch, that lady that was inside the vending machine is a crazy witch. Whoa. Dean came to the rescue, their kids, cut her fingers off, and now she's freaking out. Her fingers just disappeared. She doesn't look like she's brushed her teeth in a million years. That's what she looks like. Her hair is whack, but she left behind a ring. I'm telling you, if I was a little kid, I'd be obsessed with this episode. This is a really good episode. When I was a kid, I loved this. Did I tell you that? Anyways, yeah. Oh, I think it is Boggle. Aaron. It's big squares. fish thingamabobbers. You know what I mean? Aaron, trust me, I ain't singing Let It Go, but Sean will. Sean will. Yeah, it was a girly sneeze. It was a girly sneeze. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, Dean's at the hotel. He's in the hallway. He sees a ghost. The ghost is him as a 14-year-old. You know that ain't good. Whoa. He's like, Dean is down on his knees. Why is that? He's trying to make him stab himself. So the young Dean ghost is trying to make older Dean alive stab himself right in the gut. But Moose is to the rescue. AKA Sam. Ooh. I'm really going to miss these two. I'm really going to miss them. I don't like it. It makes me sad. It is. It's a scary show. That's what I'm saying. We're going to the complete opposite. It's a scary show. So Brenda's asking me on YouTube. I have to get used to making sure to tell you guys that because you can't hear it. But she was saying, what are you watching? Because Brenda and I watched The Chosen about Jesus. And Supernatural is, let me tell you what the theme is, okay? I'm trying to see if I can break it down and make it in simple form. So there's these two brothers, Sam and Dean. And their mother was murdered by something supernatural. And so their father, after that happened, their father was always hunting for ghosts and demons and things like that to try to figure out what that supernatural being or entity was that killed their mom. And what turned out is that Lucifer was taking children that had special powers, like maybe they're psychic, for example. That's Sam, is the younger brother. He has a psychic ability, and Lucifer liked that. He wanted to get these. It's basically like the supernatural world is at war, and they're toying with Sam and Dean. There's so much more to the story, but he was going to use these younger people that have these special abilities as an army to take on the human race when the apocalypse happens. And this show's been on for 15 years. It's so beloved because these two brothers are trying to figure out what happened to their mom, and then essentially something terrible ends up happening to their dad. And so they're taking on what they call the family business, and they're saving people from the supernatural energies in the world. So this show is coming to an end now in about 4 days, and no one's ever going to see it again. But it's so good. It's just so good. Okay, Top Gun. Yeah, we're close, kind of. I'm at 28 minutes right now. But so you're always rooting for Sam and Dean because they're trying to save the world, you know? That's what they always want to do, is save the world. And they drive this really awesome car. It's a 1967 Chevy Impala, if you like oldies cars. The car is actually like it doesn't talk, obviously, but it, like, you know, Kit. I bet Dean would like for it to talk, though. Kit, Knight Rider, remember? Yeah. And we call it Baby. We call the Impala Baby. Baby doesn't talk, but Baby's awesome. It's ending because these young men literally have kids now, and they're married, and I think 15 years is a long time for this show to go, and I think they just kind of decided that it was time for it to come to a close. But I'll tell you, this is hard for this cast of characters because they are family, legit, and the fans are family too. They call it the Supernatural family. Oh, okay, so Dean's explaining what's happening right now. So a bunch of kids were murdered by this witch when they were little. A bunch of kids were murdered, and Dean knew about it, but he didn't tell anyone. He didn't tell Caitlin, Travis, or Sam. And it really disturbed him. And he thought he took care of it. He thought he killed this witch, but it turns out, obviously, he did not. And here she is, back from wherever she came from, So I'm assuming this ring is what they need. They need this ring because they just showed Dean cutting off her fingers and then she disappeared, She just kind of disintegrated and the ring fell. So they probably have to destroy this ring. That's my guess. That's usually how it goes. Yeah. You like old cars? So Brenda says she loves old cars. I do too. My dad he used to help and also like jump in every now and again at drag strip racing. Literally, no joke, when I was a kid. I spent almost every Sunday at the drag strip. That is why I love The Chosen so much, because we didn't really go to church when I was younger. And I'm just obsessed with that show. And I think sometimes when you watch my commentary for The Chosen, you can tell that there's some things I don't know about. But I love learning about it. Like I'm so fascinated. I just love it. Like what was that guy? There was someone who was giving me a hard time. Shmuel. I think it was Shmuel. And they were like, I didn't know Shmuel was going to be bad. I didn't know that. And so I was like, I thought he was kind of quirky and funny in the first couple of episodes when he was with Nicodemus. I also love Nicodemus. But turns out Shmuel is a schmuck. But I didn't know that. I think people were assuming I should because I'm commentating about a show about Jesus. But I think that's what's beautiful about The Chosen is it really brings people to Jesus. Okay. It's amazing. My dog Charlie had a seizure today. It made me so scared. He's 14, but he's doing really good. And I was giving him all kinds of love. And now he's attached at my hip today. He's like right under my feet. He's usually attached at my hip, but today extra so. I hope it's just because he loves me so much. I was singing him the Bon Jovi song. I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. Maybe that's why. Yes. Okay, Brenda says a 1964 Mustang is totally hot. You would love Dean. You have to watch this show. Take it for a grain of salt, okay? It's the brothers that we love. We want to marry them. They're so amazing. And the lore is not supposed to be like real lore. They take the lore and they also take things about like they have like a Lucifer, they have a Michael, they have a Gabriel, but they put their own spin on it. So you can't take it too seriously. Okay. Have fun with it. My father-in-law's a preacher and he gets mad. He's like, I don't like that. That makes me mad. I'm like, they're putting their own spin on it. It's supposed to be for fun. Don't get mad. No, that's a Bon Jovi song, Top Gun. I'll be there for you. A different I'll be there for you. Okay, so this lady here, her name's Billy that you're seeing here talking to Dean. She knows basically what the end of the world is going to come to. She's a Reaper. Is she the queen or king of the Reapers? I can't remember, but she knows that Jack is basically going to blow up and kill Chuck and Amara. And she really wants Dean to, like, tell Sam. Because she doesn't like things that are messy. She likes things clean. To make, she just wants God to be gone. Because God is not being nice. He's... One of the things that I do not enjoy is how they just kind of make God really like a spoiled brat wimpy guy. Brenda's gonna be like, I am not watching this show after me telling you this, but that's not what I expected. I wanted to see something different out of God, but let's see how it ends. I've committed to this show for 15 years. I can't give up now. It's so funny because people will pop on. They're like, you're still watching this, Corinne? Yeah, I love these guys. I love them so much. Oh, no, Top Gun. No, we're not towards the end yet. We're only halfway through. I hope I'm not spilling the beans too soon, but so this lady obviously is a witch. I mean, you take one look at her, that's a witch. But she's a Baba. There's a name. Sam was looking. Baba Yaba or something like that. No, I just made that up, but it looks like a Yaba Baba or something. I'm just going to say Yaba Baba. Sam. What's her name again? I don't know why he's not talking to me, but oh my gosh. If you guys don't follow Jared, aka Sam, and Jensen, aka Dean, on Instagram. You really should. And then follow their wives. Jared's wife is so much fun to follow, Sam's wife. Her name is Genevieve. They have the cutest little kids, and she's always posting really positive things, and she's such a great mom. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Hold on one second. Okay, Caitlin has just now encountered older Travis, who's dead. And he just scared the poo out of her. So Brenda says, let's see. What is that? Is that a song? Those are nothing nice. When she's asleep. Oh, you're talking about scary stuff? Are you talking about scary stuff? Like ghostly stuff? Or are you singing me a song? I was trying to read it, but I want to read it wrong. I want to make sure I get it right. I just heard a noise back here, and I was like, thinking it might have been a ghost. If things are freaking you out, I get freaked out sometimes too. But it was just a dog. Okay. Top Gun wants to know if they met their wives on the show. And that's a fun question. You're so sweet to ask these things. So Jared did. Sam. Jared is Sam. Sam is Jared. He did. And his wife is on the season that we're watching tomorrow morning, which is season 4. Her name is Ruby. And so, yes, they did. They met here on Supernatural and they got married. So that's a really cute story. And they're just a really sweet, adorable couple. And, oh no, Brenda, are you serious? So Brenda's saying she has seizures when she's sleeping. That because I was talking about Charlie. That's what you're talking about. That's so scary and so terrifying. I'm going to say prayers for you, girl. I'm serious. It scares me to think that at that moment in time, you're so helpless, you know? I hope you have someone there who can be with you, you know? Charlie's best friend, his name was Grissom. He was a black lab. He passed away. He had cancer, but he also had seizures a lot too. And he had a lot of anxiety. He was a very anxious dog. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing, I mean, at least with the dogs anyways, there was really nothing you could do about it except be there for them. It was scary. His were intense. Charlie's was a minor one. I think it's because we had him outside for too long. I really shouldn't have done that. He was playing though. It's so fun to see him play at the age of 14. So he was playing hard. He was feeling his puppy vibes. Yes, Top Gun. When I was a little girl, I had a cockapoo. Everything's with dogs. I have a loving relationship with animals. I just can't help it. But she would have seizures, and I didn't know what to do. One time she had a really bad one. She ended up having a brain tumor, which was really sad. And she chased me into my bedroom, and she was barking at me really badly. And my dad thought she was going to hurt me, but she would never do that. That is not her personality at all. And so I think the brain tumor had really messed with her, so my dad had to put her to sleep. So it really was sad. I don't like that. Seizures are scary, always, and it never fails. This hotel is so Bates Motel-ish. Well, Top Gun, many blessings to your dad and Brenda too, because when you're alone, that makes me nervous. I don't want that to happen. Hugs and kisses. Okay, so Sam's at the hotel, adult Sam. And I'm hearing some creepy gurgly noises inside the room. Sam has a knife. The girl has a bong. She has a bong. That's what the creepy gurgly noises were. That is so funny to me because I thought somebody was getting murdered. I'm sure Sam did too. And then there's a girl with a bong. This day and age. I love it. This is a really good Supernatural episode. This is a Corinne loves it episode. These are the ones I love. This is the way it should be all the time. Oh no. We shall not discuss what Dean is hearing in one of the rooms. So much has changed though, because Dean is so serious right now. Which I don't feel like the Dean maybe 5 or 6 years ago would be that way. Things are serious right now. Okay, so the creepy room in the hotel opened basically all by itself, I believe. And Dean's in there with a gun, and the door just slammed right behind him. Typical scary stuff. So Brenda says that she deals with strokes and seizures. Brenda. I was reading a book today. I really love this book. It's basically about the 4 most important things, okay? So saying thank you in your life, and forgiveness, and shoot, how can I forget the other 2? Forgiveness, thank you, I love you, and there was one more. Dang, well, I'm not finished yet, so maybe I need to just finish that last one. So I love you, thank you, forgiveness. Did I say something else and I forgot? Anyways, it's the most amazing thing, because as I'm reading it and you hear about people that struggle with the things you're struggling with, it makes you think every single day is a huge gift, and things like not having to deal with having a stroke or having seizures. Other people are suffering with things like that, and we take that for granted sometimes, you know? Anyways, I feel like that book is really teaching me to have more gratitude and appreciation in my life. Now, what's really creepy is it looks like Dean is in some basement area, like the boiler room-ish place in this hotel, and he found Sam, like young Sam, dead. And now, this sounds so confusing when I'm explaining it to you, but older Travis then arrives as a ghost. But older Travis is actually the witch. She's possessing dead Travis's body. And she likes to eat little kids. I'm sorry, Brenda. And anybody that's watching, I'm trying to scare you. Which also makes me think of It. But he's trying to kill Dean right now. Or she, the evil witch. But Sam knows that you have to kill the ring, or you have to get that ring and break it. Okay, Sam comes to the rescue. He's sparring with the evil witch. Dean has got a hold of that ring because she had the ring on. She looks like the witch now. She doesn't look like Travis. Oh, so Scooby-Doo. But anyways, Dean crushes the ring with the bottom of his gun, and then she bursts into green flames. I don't know. I'm trying to work on my witchy laugh or scream or giggle. What are we going to call that? Epic fail. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. No, big hugs to you, Brenda. It's so true. It's so true. What was one of the ones, even just marriage, with Sean and stuff, because I was reading on the chapter that I was reading today. It was about a lady who her husband was actually a brain surgeon, like McDreamy, Grey's Anatomy, which I also love. I like things all across the board there, kids, when it comes to TV shows. But he was really, really ill, and he struggled with his illness for a really long time. But they had this most beautiful marriage and all that stuff. And she was taking care of him, and he was in hospice. And this is all true. And I was just thinking, every single day, I want to make sure that I tell Sean when he does something that makes me feel joyful, and express gratitude to him. I don't know. I don't want to be in that place in my life, So I'm grateful I'm not there, Got to find gratitude within your day and be grateful for joy. That's another thing they were saying in the book. I want to share it because I like this book. I'm weird. I don't read fictional books. I read books like this, but it was just basically saying every single day, no matter what's going on in your life, you need to try to find joy. What makes you joyful? So if you don't know what that is, usually as adults, and I know I get like this, I'm only speaking for myself here. I don't know. For lack of a better term, I get really biatchy sometimes, Not that I am like that, but I get crabby, when things don't go the way I need them to. And so I think we need to think of what made us joyful when we were kids, maybe what made us joyful when we were teens, and what makes us joyful now. Is it the same? Is it different? And then try to find joy in every single day, kind of like medicine. That's kind of what they're saying. Like, if you take your medicine to make you feel good, maybe you should have a little bit of Joy in your day. Okay, if that's cheesy, I'm sorry. But if it was helpful, you're welcome. So Dean saved the day again. We always bat our eyes at Dean because he is dreamy. He is the McDreamy of Supernatural. No. Okay, who's McDreamy, Dean or Sam? And who's McSteamy, Dean or Sam? That's so cute. I don't know where you are right now, Top Gun, but they showed Dean and Caitlin talking because they were friends, you know, when they were kids, but they're talking as adults. And then it transfers, like they give each other a hug, you know, and it transfers to Dean and Caitlin as kids giving each other a hug. This is not a love. This is not a girlfriend boyfriend thing. This is a true friendship here is what I'm getting. And I don't think Sam and Dean had a lot of friends when they were kids. So that's why this is special. What's up, honey? Are you watching? Sean's peeking in.
Do you need some water?
I got some. Why?
Are you full? You don't need any more water?
Are people asking me that question?
Nope.
Why are you asking?
Okay, I guess you're good.
What? I was like an inside joke or something. Yeah. Sam. Brenda says, Sam, go for it. You're so cute that you're watching, Brenda, with me, because I know you don't have it on television, but maybe you'll start watching Supernatural. So they're saying that they make a good team. The two boys are talking about how they make such a good team. It's so cute because they really do make a good team. Don't make me sad because at the end, are they going to break up my brothers? They're going to break up my brothers. I don't want my brothers to break up. You know what I was telling you?
Oh, shoot.
You know what I was telling you? Sorry, Sean's trying to do something and you see his little head and it's distracting me.
That was the opposite of what I was trying to do.
I'm afraid something terrible is going to happen to Dean at the very end. If you want to know what I think Dean is going to sacrifice himself. That's what I think, to save the world. I don't like it. Now Dean's going to confess. I just know it because I know Dean. I know my boy. I'll tell you what he's going to confess. Just a second, because he's saying he has updates. Okay, he's talking about Billy. Billy's the lady that was talking to Dean at the bar. Okay. So what Billy was trying to say is that there's all these different worlds. He's taken out all the worlds. He's exploded all of them. And now he's coming to Earth and he's going to explode Earth too. And so Dean's telling Sam, it's go time. We can't joke around anymore. We have to take on God, which is an impossible task. It's impossible. Okay, and he just confessed that Jack is going to die. Sam didn't know it, and I think he's going to cry. He's not going to cry, but he's crying in his soul. Because Jack is special. He's amazing. I love him. I love him so much. Freaking love him. Laughter is extremely important. It's so hard to find funny things. Because Chris Farley is no longer with us. They're arguing. Okay, so Dean... Yeah, they're fighting because... Okay. Sorry. They're having an argument and it's really deep. Because typically they don't want human beings, especially ones that they love, even though Jack's not all human, they don't want them sacrificing themselves or dying. They want to save everything. That's what they do. They want to save people from everything if they can. But Jack, they're close. Jack is like kind of like their child, really, to be honest with you. This is bad. If Jack literally blows himself up to save the world, this is going to be bad. And Dean's saying that they have to do it. And Sam does not agree. But do you see why I think that Dean will try to sacrifice himself? That's how he thinks. You know, he wants to do what he's kind of like Batman, really. He's even said he's like Batman, and I agree. Do you think Dean's like Batman, Sean?
What?
Do you think Dean's like Batman, Sean? That looked weird.
I can't make that comment go away.
Every single, don't worry, no one cares. He wants the comment to go away, and no one cares.
I can't figure it out.
Does anybody care? No one cares. I think they think you're funny, and that's what matters.
I can't get it to go away.
We were trying to watch a funny movie last night, Brenda. So Brenda's saying laughter makes, the things much better. And I agree. What was that movie called that we were trying to watch last night? It was terrible. Do you know what it's called, Sean?
You talk about the comedy movie?
Mm-hmm.
It was called, I think it was like In Between Two Ferns or something like that.
In Between Two Ferns. If you see it on YouTube, I would love to know if you guys thought it was funny. Because it wasn't. And then what's that Will Ferrell movie we saw the other day? It was so dumb. I don't know if that movie was supposed to be funny. Was it? The Will Ferrell. Do you guys like Will Ferrell? Someone tell me. I don't find him funny. There are not very many people that I find funny. Chris Farley was hilarious to me. Who do you guys think are funny? I know when I was asking you 80s movies, Top Gun was telling me basically all John Hughes movies, and I agree. Those movies are the best movies. Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, right? The Breakfast Club. Have you guys ever seen St. Elmo's Fire? That's a really good one, too. Obviously, The Goonies. The Goonies. Gremlins. Love the Gremlins. I'm getting on my soapbox now. It's really hard. I'm sorry. I really just don't find Will Ferrell to be hilarious. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, I can't find anything good that's funny. You guys need to let me know, though, because nowadays I think getting laughter is really important. Finding laughter is really important. Brenda, thank you for your sweet comments. She was saying that hopefully I think she's saying Sean and I make a cute couple. And I feel really, really blessed to have found someone that I can be myself with, who's 100% my best friend. When I was younger, it's so funny, when I was in high school and I graduated, I had this book, and you talk about your future and what your future goals are and stuff like that. And I went back and I read it, and it said I wasn't going to get married. I said this when I was in high school. I'm not going to get married until I'm 29. I didn't know I said that or thought that. I didn't get married until I was 29. I did want to have 4 kids, but that was out of my control. I wasn't able to have kids. But I didn't want to even have kids until I was in my 30s because I wanted to travel and do things like that, which I did. I traveled. I lived in Japan. And for those of you that don't know about Sean and I, we used to be Peter Pan and Wendy because I used to work at Disney World, and that's where I met Sean. And then we both auditioned to work in Tokyo Disneyland, and we both got a job there. I was there 1 year, and we have a contract. So you stay there for like 6-7 months, and then you come back home, and then you have to re-audition again. So I auditioned for a second time because I had so much fun. And Sean was on the second contract that I had. So basically, this is going to sound cheesy, but it really happened. We fell in love and we started dating while we were in Japan. So we were like traveling all around Japan together and just pulling shenanigans. We used to do, that's his real Peter Pan hat. I want you to crow. Oh my God, look at my shirt. This is a restaurant in Iowa, though, if you're wondering why. It's called The Chicken. It's a really good restaurant. But anyway, we're crazy, aren't we? But yeah, it was really fun. And if you guys ever have questions about Japan, if you're ever like, hi, when you join me on my live streams, I'd be happy to fill you in. But Top Gun, I basically told you everything that happened while you were watching it. I'm so grateful that you came in to watch, and Brenda even to hang out with us, and everybody that popped in to say hi, probably gone on your merry ways. But if you're still here, thank you so much for popping in. And like I said, Brenda, I'm absolutely 100% going to be recapping and bringing back up The Chosen starting next week. This week, we're doing all Supernatural. So just to let you know what's happening, tomorrow morning, I'm going to come back onto Twitch, here on Twitch. I'll see if Sean can get me on YouTube as well, just for fun. But anyways, I don't know if I will for that one. I probably won't for that one because I don't want to confuse people. So Brenda, if you want to join me on Twitch, it's another app though. So you'd have to download it, from the Google Play Store. It's free and it's Life After Neverland. If you want to, join us here. I have some exclusively just Twitch things that I do. And I watch the beginnings of Supernatural. But if you want to come join me for chit chat, because we usually talk like how I am. I usually talk to people for a little bit and then I start the show. And you have to forgive me because I like superhero stuff. And these shows are a bit superhero, but they're gruesomely related, unfortunately. So the show that I watch on Wednesdays on Twitch, we do that at 10 in the morning, which is a really weird thing to watch at 10 in the morning. It's Dexter. If you've ever watched Dexter, he's a vigilante-ish. He takes care of bad guys, not by the law, but he is a blood splatter analysis, and he's so cool. Dexter. So we do that on Wednesday mornings at 10. But what we're going to be doing with Supernatural is all the way up until Thursday. All the way up until Thursday, I'm going to be here on YouTube, on Twitch, and on... What is that other one? I keep forgetting what it's called. Anyways, you're going to laugh at me because I'm just learning all my streams. But anyway, I'm going to be there at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, okay? On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and on Thursday. But here's the cool thing. Hopefully you can keep track of everything. But on Wednesday night, if you want to come in at 8 o'clock on Twitch, that's one more thing we're doing on Twitch, that it's nighttime and it's not TV show related. It's going to be at 8 o'clock. And we're going to be playing Jackbox. Top Gun, you played with us, but we're going to do it at 8 o'clock. Okay? I wonder if I should do it at 6. Nope, I can't. It's going to be at 8. So you can actually play the game with us, Brenda, if you want to. It's so much fun. Or you can just pop on in and watch because it is a giggly type of game. It's so much fun. Okay? Top Gun played with us last week and it was amazing. We had a lot of fun. Oh, do you do that? See, now you look at you spreading love into the world. So Brenda says she's helping someone every day with recovery. So that's awesome. Look at you bringing light into someone's life. I love it. Whenever you can, but no pressure. Just letting you know where I'll be, when I'll be, and if you're free, come and join me. I don't know. I tried to make that rhyme, but it sounds silly. Yep. So tomorrow, let's just start with this. Tomorrow, I'll be on Twitch only at 10 a.m. Peter Pan will be here too. Actually, just kidding. He won't. He has to go to work. But he'll be here in heart. Yeah? My dog is crying. I might be in the chat. I'll be in the chat. Kelly's crying. Either 1, because she has to tinkle. 2, because she has to poo. Or 3, she thinks that Sean's a weirdo right now.
And she's not wrong.
Well, for right now, you guys, we're going to head out. So I want to spread you lots of love, wellness, happiness, good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone, for watching and spending time with me. Top Gun, I hope you're still here. I love you to pieces, girl.
And I'll see you Wednesday night.
Yes, Brenda, it was awesome to be able to chit chat back and forth with you, sweetie. Thanks for all the following and all the beautiful, loving comments that you give me. All right, you guys, God bless you. Thanks for watching Supernatural with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I don't even know how to turn this off. Let's see if Sean does. Hey, Sean, can you help me? I'm still here. Oh, I'm such a mess. Oh, finish.